So, hi everybody. My name is Paul Bognol and I'm a PhD student at the University of Paris. So I will present today my work on streaming subsequence anomaly detection. So let's first introduce some basic concepts. So in this paper, we are interested in data stream. So in the first case, for data streams, points arrive continuously for each new data. But in the second case, points and data come by batch. So the user waits until the batch is complete and then returns the entire batch. So formally, we define a batch as a set of subsequences. So a subsequence is defined as a subpart of the data series starting from a position I and of a given length L. So we are interested in detecting anomalies. So for the general case of data series, so streaming or not, we consider an anomaly as a rare subsequence and potentially anomalous of a given length L into a data stream. So an example here can be, for instance, a premature ventricular contraction in red in an electrocardiogram. So for the specific case of data stream, we define anomaly still as a rare subsequence. But this detection should be done despite changes of normal behavior. So in this example, we have an accelerometer position on the chest of a person. So this person is performing two different actions. So first Nordic walk and then rope jumping. And we can see that the normal behavior illustrated in red and then in blue is evolving. So the detection of anomaly, like the abnormal subsequence in red here, should be done even though regardless of this normal subsequence change. So several methods have been proposed to solve unsupervised subsequence anomaly detection. So we can group them into two different families. So the first one is the Discord-based group. So in this group, several methods have been proposed, such as STOMP, which is a very efficient and accurate method that use the first nearest neighbor distance to identify anomalies. And STAMPI is a variation of STOMP that has been proposed for data streams. So in the second group that we call proximity-based, so we can find, for instance, methods such as isolation forest, that is a general method for outlier detection that try to find the isolated subsequences of points to identify them as anomaly. And whereas isolation forest cannot be used for streaming and data stream, Eimondrian forest is a version, a variant of isolation forest that has been proposed that can be used for data stream. So finally, so Series 2 graph and NORMA are two recent approaches that has been proposed for the specific case of subsequence anomaly detections. So these two methods are very efficient for static data series. However, they cannot be used for data stream. So in this work, we tackle the problem of subsequence anomaly detection in streams, and we introduce some new contributions. So the first contribution is a new subsequence clustering algorithm based on K-shape for streaming time series. And we then propose SAN, so streaming subsequence anomaly detection that exploits streaming K-shape to scale in memory. And we then propose a new weighting scheme for cluster to handle data distribution drift. And we then experimentally evaluate our proposed approach and demonstrate that SAN is more accurate and faster than other streaming methods. So as for static data series, NORMA was returning very strong results. So we use a similar data structure to represent the normality of our data stream. So we use a weighted set of subsequences, so represented by centuries, to model the normal behavior of the data series. We then propose solution to update in real time the centuries and the weight, so C1 and W1. So the main idea is to encourage new behavior to be detected and created, such as C7 and W7, and old behavior, such as C1 and W1, to be ignored at some point. So we see that it reduced through time. So let's now describe the global framework of SAN, our proposed approach. So we start from an initial batch for the stream T, and we build the model theta on this batch. We can then compute the score of this batch using the distance to this model theta. Then a new batch arrives, and we compute a new partition, a new clustering partition on this batch, especially on this batch. The objective is then to merge the new partition with the current data structure, the current model. So if two clusters are similar, we merge them together. If they are not, we add a new cluster to the data structure. We then can compute the score again for this batch, and we can continue. Until new batch arrives. So technically, for the clustering step, so the clustering operation is performed using K-shaped clustering algorithm. So, however, this K-shaped clustering algorithm cannot be used for streaming subsequences, for streaming data series. So we just propose a new incremental version of the algorithm. And the main idea, the main contribution is that the centroids are not are updated incrementally without storing all the previous subsequences. Therefore, such algorithm can be used for unbounded stream. For the weighting operation, so we compute the weight based on 3 criteria. The first one is the number of subsequence. Then we have the extra cluster distance to give more weight to the group of similar centroids. And we then use a time decay based on the age of the subsequences to give less weight to the old centroids that has not been updated for a long time. So let's now present our experimental analysis. So we compare our proposed approach SAND with the baselines, the static and the streaming methods defined in the previous slide. And we then propose some adapted static method for the specific case of batch that we call norma batch, series of batch, and norma MN. We then use a corpus of the data sets to evaluate our method. So we first use UCR univariate data sets to evaluate the clustering accuracy of our new clustering approach. We then use a real data series with annotated anomaly to evaluate the anomaly detection accuracy. And we then build concatenation of the 6 previous data sets to simulate data series with multiple normalities. So with one normality, this is like the real untouched data series. And then we do the concatenation of one of the 6 to create like 2 normality data sets with 2 normal behavior. So let's first discuss the clustering evaluation. So we evaluate the usual K-shape applied on the entire UCR datasets with the incremental K-shapes that take only 10% of the dataset incrementally. And we observe that in average, the incremental K-shape and the usual K-shape have the same accuracy. And for the execution time, we observe that our implementation of the incremental K-shape is 2 times faster than the trivial incremental K-shape that store in memory all the previous subsequences. So this confirms the improvement of our proposed approach. We now evaluate the anomaly detection accuracy. So we apply all the baselines on our dataset corpus, so the real data series and the concatenation of real data series. So we observe that static methods, the accuracy of static methods reduced while the number of normality increasing. We have the same observation for the adapted static method, so there is like a significant reduce. But for string method, we see that the accuracy is constant, even though the number of normality is increasing. So overall, we observe that our proposed approach SAND is up to 20 to 30% more accurate than other streaming and static subsequences anomaly detection methods. So we finally compare the execution time of the different streaming subsequence anomaly detection methods. So we use a throughput as the measure, the execution time measure, and we observe that even though we vary different parameters, so the batch size, subsequence length, the throughput of SAND is 1 order of magnitude higher than the throughput of other methods. So to conclude, we tackled the task of subsequence anomaly detection in streaming time series, and we introduced a new streaming K-shape algorithm for the streaming time series. We then proposed SAND, so a new approach based on this streaming K-shape algorithm, and we experimentally demonstrated that SAND is more accurate and faster than its competitors. So thank you very much for your attention, and I will be there to answer any questions. Bye.